Yes then YouTube, we are back with another custom tactics video of probably the most meta formation in the game. And yes, that is the 4-3-2-1. It is amazing. So without any further ado, let's just get straight into the custom tactics video. Balanced on the defensive style. Yes, you are going to want to use balanced, but with the 4-3-2-1, you definitely can use pressure on every touch. It is really good and definitely a viable option, one that you can definitely get your hands on. So definitely give pressure on every touch a go. But me, I like balanced. I just like to be in control of where and when my team presses the ball. For your cheapest and most reliable place to buy your FIFA 23 Ultimate Team coins, please do check out mmoexp.com. Link is down in the description below. Use the code WOLF at the checkout for 5% off your order. Now, the defensive width, YouTube, you are going to want to go all the way down to 30. Yes, 30. But there is a little bit of an option and variety that you can use differently. So I really like to be very narrow and compact at this moment in time on FIFA. I just find it a lot harder for your opponent to break yourself down, when you are a little bit more narrow. But I know some of you might find the 30 defensive width a little bit too narrow. So because of that, anywhere between 30 and 45 probably is the best bet. But I'm liking 30 at the minute. I'm really enjoying it. It's what I'm using and I like it. The defensive depth, I have now upped it all the way, well, not all the way, but I've now upped it up to 60. Basically, I just like to be in my opponent's face, making him feel pressured when he's got the ball. Rather than sitting back a little bit, I like to be in control of that press. So I'm using 60 on the depth. But again, a little bit of your own initiative is probably needed. You could definitely use 55 and you won't really notice too much of a drop off, in my opinion, in that. I'm really liking the 60 depth though. Being a little bit more aggressive, forcing my opponent into more mistakes. Balanced and direct passing, of course, on the offense. The way I look at that is, on new gen, that is what you are going to want to use. That's the way to look at it. If you are on old gen, long ball and balanced is a million times better. And the reason being, balanced on direct passing at this moment in time is actually a little bit fundamentally broken on old gen. It just doesn't work. So because of that, long ball and balanced on old gen. But if you are on new gen, balanced and direct passing, 100%. The offensive width is actually 40. Yes, 40. I've gone very narrow with it. Very narrow. If you don't like that, I just kind of want my left forward and my right forward closer to my striker. Having more narrow on the offensive width has actually meant me scoring more goals. So there is method to the madness, but if 40 is a little bit too narrow for you, definitely give maybe 45 or just the preset 50 a go. But I'm liking the 40 at a minute. Players in the box, of course, is going to be 7. No real method to that madness. The way I look at that is more players in the box, more likely you are to score a goal. It is that simple. 2 corners and 2 free kicks like so. This is how the team is set up on the pay-to-win account in the 4-3-2-1. Yes, Van Dijk is just starting a centre-back on no chem. Player instructions haven't really changed that much on the 4-3-2-1, really, YouTube, at all. So both my strikers are now actually gone back on to getting behind. So I was experimenting a little bit with them just on the mixed attack, so not having them on getting behind. But I just liked having them on getting behind. I just seem to create more opportunities with it. But, and there is a but, if you find that, you know, your striker and your right forward are just making runs in behind and you're not having a lot of options to feet, which is a bit of the counterpart to having them on getting behind, definitely put both of them on mixed attack, because then you do have the option to manually trigger the runs yourself, which you can do, you know. So, but at this moment in time, I'm having both of them on getting behind. My left forward is then on comeback on defence, because remember, when we don't have the ball, he will drop back into that left midfield position of a 4-4-2 very nicely, which means we are then harder to break down. But then as soon as we get the ball, he will then make the run up nicely into that left forward position. So just come back on defence on the left forward. Left centre mid, I use this one to get forward mainly more than what the right centre mid is. So he is on get into the box for cross and cover centre. He will make them runs up into the box, especially because he's on get into the box for cross, like it says on the tin. He will make them runs into the box for the goal scoring opportunities. The middle centre mid, he is basically like a CD, well, he's not basically, he is pretty much a CDM. So because of that, he is on stay back while attacking and cover centre. So he will not go forward at all. My right centre mid is on completely default settings, including cover wing. So when my Neymar, my left forward, tucks back into that left midfield position of a 4-4-2, it is my right centre midfielder that is then the one that is pushing out wide a little bit. So that's why I do use an attacker in that position. And then because he's on balanced settings and that, he might get forward and he might not. It's up to the player. I then play with my right back on stay back while attacking. So my right back is the one on stay back while attacking. And then my left back is then the one that is on join the attack and overlap. So he is the one that will bomb on and overlap from that left back position. If you want to flip that though, YouTube, that is absolutely fine. So say you want your right back bombing on, absolutely fine. Just as long as the other fullback is then on stay back while attacking to counter that, you're in for a winner. Last but not least, my goalkeeper, Van der Sar, comes for crosses and sweeper keeper. And that right there is my updated 4-3-2-1 custom tactics video for you guys. If you did enjoy this video, please drop a like on it, drop a comment down below, and hit that subscribe button to my channel. That would mean the world to me. Thank you for watching. Remember, spread the love and positivity. PMA, positive mental attitude. Peace out. One love.